Yeah, the Mexicans will get a little freaky. I worked in a lot of restaurants, and they'll do little drive-by boner tap stuff. Like, I used to be reaching for glasses, and they would walk behind you and be like, "Oh, like just a little semi on."
Wow.
Once you were onto them, though, it was like, what's that game? Whack-a-mole. Like you could catch them sometimes.
High school, I did that the whole time. I would call it grazing, where I would walk and I would let my hand brush between two cheeks. But in my mind, go like I got a double cheek.
Ching, like a little scoreboard. 2 points for Jimmy.
I did it one time to a fucking gym teacher. She was wearing a bathing suit, but I had looked at her ass and I had tugged layers off my face. So I was walking by her one time, and I see her standing there, and her ass was so spectacular. Her, and then me walking by, and then there was the locker room, it was like 30 feet away. And I did a double, knuckle, cheek, crack, cheek, but casual, walking by.
Yeah.
And I felt her. Turn. And I just kept going, and I knew if I looked back she was going to scream.
Yeah.
A girl comes out and says that he used to take the condom off in the middle of sex. This is something I used to do consistently.
So Anthony Cumia and Jim Norton just started a podcast together after being apart for 12 years. And for their very first episode featuring guest Karen Feehan, they both thought it was a good idea to basically confess to crimes. I couldn't care less what Anthony or Jim are doing, and none of their revelations were shocking based on who they are. But it's wild that they're still comfortable saying these things so openly. It shows how little value we place on women in our society, that men can feel comfortable admitting to crimes against them because they know there will be no repercussions. Karen Feehan brought up an experience I relate to as a former restaurant girlie, where guys will rub their dingling against you, and Jim Norton related by sharing what were his own little creepy tactics. Take a look.
Yeah, the Mexicans will get a little freaky. I worked in a lot of restaurants, and they'll do little drive-by boner tap stuff. Like, I used to be reaching for glasses, and they would walk behind you and be like, "Oh, like just a little semi on you."
Wow, that's like rub against you,
Like passing fraudage is called.
Like so fast.
Fraudage.
Yeah.
Of course you
And
know.
so, but once you were onto them, though, it was felt like what's that game? Whack-a-mole. Like you could catch them sometimes.
But I did it to high school. I did that the whole time. I would call it grazing, where I would walk and I would let my hand brush between two cheeks.
Oh, nice.
And I would in my mind go like I got a double cheek.
Nice. Cha-ching, like a little scoreboard.
It was the
2
principal.
points for Jimmy. The principal.
I did do it.
The janitor.
Yeah, it's like he's illegal. He won't say anything.
You like te gusta?
No, I did it one time to a fucking gym teacher. She was wearing a bathing suit. We were in the pool area.
Whoa,
You're out of your mind.
I was crazy.
Risky.
But I had looked at her ass and I had tugged layers off my dick. So I was walking by her one time, and I see her standing there, and her ass was so spectacular. And there was no one. It was like her, and then me walking by, and then there was the locker room. It was like 30 feet away.
My God.
And I did a double, knuckle, cheek, crack, cheek, but casual, walking by.
Yeah.
And I felt her turn. And I just kept going. And I knew if I looked back, she was going to scream.
Yeah.
But there was that, iota
Got
of
away with it.
deniability.
Plausible
How
deniability.
Teeny bit.
A little accidental.
I didn't grab it.
I know what you did. We know what you're doing.
Cheek crack.
She
cheek.
knew it
What
too.
a weird thing to go with the contour like that.
It was I was the clumsiest boy.
Whoopsies.
Yeah.
I get it when you're a young boy and you have a crush on a teacher, but what Jim did was technically assault, and yet he doesn't try to apologize for his behavior or acknowledge that it was wrong. He has no empathy for his teacher, and he doesn't show any respect for women here. Yet both Anthony and Karen laugh along with the story with him and excuse his behavior. It's lame that none of them could even try to say, "What the fuck, Jim? That's crazy." Then Anthony Cumia shared his own potentially criminal behavior when the topic of using condoms came up. Take a look.
So he's probably cleaner than most of these fucking scumbags.
Did you see that guy that was running for, was it governor of Maine or no?
Graham Plattner?
Yeah, that guy.
Wow.
And he got in trouble. And then a girl comes out and says that he used to take the condom off in the middle of sex.
Stealthing, they call it.
Yeah, stealthing. And I was just, all I was thinking is like, I can never run for Congress in Maine. This is something I used to do consistently. It's so you
But
just
for you, it wasn't on purpose. You would just pump once and it would fall off. She had a little penis.
of course.
Little penis can't fill out
You
a
just
condom.
when you're on your backstroke there,
Your backstroke.
you just take your finger and hook it.
I think a 6-year-old could figure out how to do it. Nobody's
you're not
marveling at.
This has got to be a crime, right? Like, he is admitting to doing something that put women at risk for STDs, pregnancy, and worse, and without their consent. This is crazy to me how casual they're all being about what Anthony is saying here, but again, it's not surprising considering all their characters. Karen Feehan, while often funny, is a pick-me and one of the guy's girls because she's had to be to survive in the industry around blatant misogyny and women hating. And Jim likes to pretend he's progressive because he has a transgender wife, but his wife and him are both overtly misogynistic and very regressive with their views of women's roles, so I don't expect much from him either. Seeing how casually and unabashedly men talk about crimes against women just shows how little value men like this place on women. And why shouldn't they feel like it's cool to hurt women? The comedy commentary channels are covering their crimes secondarily to covering the fact that Anthony and Jim are starting a new podcast. That goes to show you how little people care about violence against women. That news about that comes secondary to news about a new podcast. I'm talking about you, Unique. You acknowledged it was criminal behavior on Anthony's part, yet you didn't feel that was worth the thumbnail? Do better. Violence against women shouldn't be an afterthought. It should be the main thought. We need to stop the culture of women hating that leads men to think it's okay to treat women as objects that they can touch or affect in ways without consent. It's vile and sickening to have no shame discussing violating women and removing their autonomy. And I've had enough of hearing people talk casually about it on podcasts. Who is okay with this, and why? Jim and Anthony aren't showing that they've grown from those experiences. They're not telling young kids not to do the same thing as them. And they aren't denouncing those behaviors because they now recognize they were violating women and violating women's rights. So why are they bringing up these technically criminal stories, if not just to further normalize violence against women and the treating of women as objects? If there's another explanation, please tell me because I don't know it. What do you think? Am I being too hard on Anthony and Jim for stuff they did in the past? Or do you think it's time we have a reckoning with men who have no shame admitting to crimes against women? Especially when these men do little to take accountability or acknowledge their wrongdoing in hindsight? Let me know your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching.